Okay. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome again to another MSIA review, and this time it will be the magnificent Gundam MK2 from the Zeta Gundam series. Okay, first the articulation for this Gundam. Its head can do a full rotation, including his arms. Single joint. So the arms, hands, single joint. Actually no, the hands are ball joint. So you can rotate. The torso can swivel to the sides a little, but that's all the articulations for a torso, unless you want to break it. But yeah, that's all. Legs go that far, thanks to the skirt, and that far back. Thighs are on the ball joint, legs on a single joint, and feet are on a ball joint. That gives great posability. Okay, this figure's color scheme is white, yellow, red, green eyes, black vents in the head, yellow thrusters, and they actually colored the feet, and that's pretty cool in the detail. You also see the panel lines on this figure, and the cool little effect that they had was the hydraulics on the feet. That was pretty cool. This figure was released originally released 2000, and it's a great upgrade from the Gundam from the RX-178 to Gundam. And that is the articulation for this Gundam. Okay, yeah, I'm using a new lamp. My old one broke, so I got the magnifying glass. It helps on the figures, or the little details for the figures as well. So I'm using it. Shield articulation. Come out. Put those peg into the hole right here. Not peg, bar thing. And you can retract shield. Or put the shield backwards. But other than that, that's all articulation for this shield. Has a little peg right here. You can put an arm. You can swivel all around. You can store the ammo clips right here for the beam rifle. Beam rifle itself has a little handle that can move out and in. Has a little clip here you can take out and replace. Gun is it's pretty detailed, and has different colors as blue, gray, and green. But the only thing I don't like is the rubbery handle. It's more rubbery than the RX-178 2 handles. Well, everything is harder rubber to it, but the handle is very rubbery. Articulation for the jetpack. The top verniers can move that far down and that far forward. Little boosters have little swivel to it since it's on a ball joint. Beam hilts can be stored here. And that's the articulation for the booster pack. Figure right here. You can I took this little white thing off, but right here in the butt you have an attachment for the hyper bazooka, and you can clay bazooka or something, and you can store it in the back right here. Okay, you hear that click and it's in. Okay, time for it to be. Okay, this figures. Okay, it came with two open fists for the beam sabers, 2 trigger fingers, and 2 closed fists, which are in the box right now. Beam saber right here comes with 2 beams. And just push it in there, and that's his beam saber right there. Hit shield. Match it up. You can either make him go that pose right here, or you can rotate and make his shield pose like that. Okay, the magnifying glass really helps with this gun pod, so you can see. Little pegs right here in the side. Just clip it to the side holes right here in the head. Be very gentle because the V pins are hard and they will break. Okay, and there's your gun pod. Since the MK2 did not come with any Vulcan cannons or Vulcan guns on his head or torso or body, they designed a separate pack for him, so he can defend himself with a portable gun pod. He doesn't want to be a GM, right? I mean a ground GM, right? And only a main weapon and no sub weapons, except for beam saber. So they gave him the gun pod to replace the Vulcan guns and Vulcan cannons. Okay, for this figure, it came with this. It came with these trigger fingers. The one horrible thing about this figure is that the trigger finger right here, you see, the trigger finger is glued together. There is no way of putting the beam rifle and the trigger finger inside the little hole for the trigger. So I had to cut a little piece off so it would work, such as this one. I had to cut away a little some of the plastic just so the beam rifle can fit, or at least his trigger finger will be working. That is one of the drawbacks of this figure. Because when I got this figure, it can only do this with his beam rifle. It could not put it in the hole, so I took a little razor knife, X-Acto knife, whatever works. Make a little insertion right there, and you can put the trigger finger in the trigger. This figure does have some good tight articulation, good posability to it. The second problem about this figure is the shield. It is hard to make it stay on. It's not bad as the first release of the RX-178 2, but it is still quite annoying. See, just a little tap and it falls off. When you pose your shield, you have to hold these two parts together and move the arm, or at least, because this thing will just keep falling off. Okay, and that's pretty much the figure. hopefully you guys like this review, and stay tuned to our next one where I review and do a comparison on the Gundam MK2 Type 10's version. This is the box. It shows what the accessories can do, what it comes with. It came with this little sticker. If you guys know what the sticker means, the sticker says, please tell me. Come on, get a focus. Okay, there. Something about Gundam War, but I do not know. Yeah, and that is pretty much it. Okay, see you guys. Hopefully you guys like this review, and see you in the next one.